By the way.
By the way.
ところで、
By the way, do you know where he is?
By the way, do you know where he is?
ところで、彼がどこにいるか知っていますか？
By the way, I have something to tell you.
By the way, I have something to tell you.
ところで、あなたに伝えたいことがあります。
By the way, how was your weekend?
By the way, how was your weekend?
ところで、週末はどうでしたか？
By the way.
By the way.
Go on with.
Go on with.
を続ける。
She decided to go on with her studies.
She decided to go on with her studies.
彼女は勉強を続けることに決めた。
He went on with his presentation despite the interruption.
He went on with his presentation despite the interruption.
彼は中断にもかかわらずプレゼンテーションを続けた。
They went on with their journey despite the rain.
They went on with their journey despite the rain.
雨にもかかわらず彼らは旅を続けた。
Go on with.
Go on with.
Go through.
Go through.
を経験する。
She went through a lot of hardships.
She went through a lot of hardships.
彼女は多くの苦労を経験した。
He went through the documents carefully.
He went through the documents carefully.
彼は慎重に書類を精査した。
They went through a tough time last year.
They went through a tough time last year.
彼らは昨年、困難な時期を経験した。
Go through.
Go through.
Grow out of.
Grow out of.
から成長する。
She grew out of her childhood fears.
She grew out of her childhood fears.
彼女は子供の頃の恐怖から成長した。
He grew out of his old clothes.
He grew out of his old clothes.
彼は古い服が合わなくなった。
They grew out of their bad habits.
They grew out of their bad habits.
彼らは悪い習慣から成長した。
Grow out of.
Grow out of.
Hand out.
Hand out.
を配布する。
The teacher handed out the worksheets.
The teacher handed out the worksheets.
先生はワークシートを配布した。
He handed out flyers on the street.
He handed out flyers on the street.
彼は通りでチラシを配布した。
They handed out gifts to the children.
They handed out gifts to the children.
彼らは子供たちにプレゼントを配った。
Hand out.
Hand out.
Have a look at.
Have a look at.
を見る。
She asked him to have a look at the report.
She asked him to have a look at the report.
彼女は彼にレポートを見てもらうように頼んだ。
He had a look at the new car.
He had a look at the new car.
彼は新しい車を見た。
They had a look at the house before buying it.
They had a look at the house before buying it.
彼らは購入前にその家を見た。
Have a look at.
Have a look at.
Have confidence in.
Have confidence in.
に自信を持つ。
She has confidence in her abilities.
She has confidence in her abilities.
彼女は自分の能力に自信を持っている。
He has confidence in the team's success.
He has confidence in the team's success.
彼はチームの成功に自信を持っている。
They have confidence in their plan.
They have confidence in their plan.
彼らは自分たちの計画に自信を持っている。
Have confidence in.
Have confidence in.
Make a profit.
Make a profit.
利益を上げる。
The company made a profit last year.
The company made a profit last year.
その会社は昨年利益を上げた。
He aims to make a profit from his investments.
He aims to make a profit from his investments.
彼は投資から利益を上げることを目指している。
They managed to make a profit despite the challenges.
They managed to make a profit despite the challenges.
彼らは困難にもかかわらず利益を上げることができた。
Make a profit.
Make a profit.
Make use of.
Make use of.
を利用する。
She made use of her free time to study.
She made use of her free time to study.
彼女は自由時間を勉強に利用した。
He made use of the resources available.
He made use of the resources available.
彼は利用可能な資源を利用した。
They made use of the opportunity.
They made use of the opportunity.
彼らはその機会を利用した。
Make use of.
Make use of.
Object to.
Object to.
に反対する。
She objected to the new policy.
She objected to the new policy.
彼女は新しい政策に反対した。
He objected to being treated unfairly.
He objected to being treated unfairly.
彼は不公平に扱われることに反対した。
They objected to the plan.
They objected to the plan.
彼らはその計画に反対した。
Object to.
Object to.
On the basis of.
On the basis of.
に基づいて。
The decision was made on the basis of facts.
The decision was made on the basis of facts.
決定は事実に基づいて行われた。
He was chosen on the basis of his experience.
He was chosen on the basis of his experience.
彼は経験に基づいて選ばれた。
They judged the case on the basis of evidence.
They judged the case on the basis of evidence.
彼らは証拠に基づいてその事件を判断した。
On the basis of.
On the basis of.
On the other hand.
On the other hand.
一方で。
She is strict, but on the other hand, she is kind.
She is strict, but on the other hand, she is kind.
彼女は厳しいが、一方で親切だ。
He is rich, but on the other hand, he is lonely.
He is rich, but on the other hand, he is lonely.
彼は裕福だが、一方で孤独だ。
The task is difficult, but on the other hand, it is rewarding.
The task is difficult, but on the other hand, it is rewarding.
その仕事は難しいが、一方でやりがいがある。
On the other hand.
On the other hand.
Once in a while.
Once in a while.
たまに。
We go out for dinner once in a while.
We go out for dinner once in a while.
たまに外食に行く。
She visits her hometown once in a while.
She visits her hometown once in a while.
彼女はたまに故郷を訪れる。
He calls his parents once in a while.
He calls his parents once in a while.
彼はたまに両親に電話をかける。
Once in a while.
Once in a while.
Out of sight.
Out of sight.
見えない。
The island disappeared out of sight.
The island disappeared out of sight.
島が見えなくなった。
She kept the money out of sight.
She kept the money out of sight.
彼女はお金を見えない場所に置いた。
The car drove out of sight.
The car drove out of sight.
車が見えなくなった。
Out of sight.
Out of sight.
Part with.
Part with.
を手放す。
She had to part with her favorite dress.
She had to part with her favorite dress.
彼女はお気に入りのドレスを手放さなければならなかった。
He parted with his old car.
He parted with his old car.
彼は古い車を手放した。
They didn't want to part with their belongings.
They didn't want to part with their belongings.
彼らは持ち物を手放したくなかった。
Part with.
Part with.
Pay attention to.
Pay attention to.
に注意を払う。
She pays attention to detail.
She pays attention to detail.
彼女は細部に注意を払う。
He needs to pay attention to his health.
He needs to pay attention to his health.
彼は健康に注意を払う必要がある。
They paid attention to the instructions.
They paid attention to the instructions.
彼らは指示に注意を払った。
Pay attention to.
Pay attention to.
Pick up.
Pick up.
を拾う。
She picked up a coin from the ground.
She picked up a coin from the ground.
彼女は地面からコインを拾った。
He picked up some groceries on the way home.
He picked up some groceries on the way home.
彼は帰りに食料品を拾った。
They picked up the pieces after the storm.
They picked up the pieces after the storm.
彼らは嵐の後に破片を拾った。
Pick up.
Pick up.
Put on.
Put on.
を着る。
She put on her coat before leaving.
She put on her coat before leaving.
彼女は出かける前にコートを着た。
He put on a hat to protect himself from the sun.
He put on a hat to protect himself from the sun.
彼は日差しから身を守るために帽子をかぶった。
They put on their uniforms for the event.
They put on their uniforms for the event.
彼らはイベントのために制服を着た。
Put on.
Put on.
Run into.
Run into.
に偶然出会う。
I ran into an old friend at the store.
I ran into an old friend at the store.
店で旧友に偶然会った。
She ran into her teacher at the library.
She ran into her teacher at the library.
彼女は図書館で先生に偶然会った。
He ran into some problems during the project.
He ran into some problems during the project.
彼はプロジェクト中にいくつかの問題に直面した。
Run into.
Run into.
Set about.
Set about.
に取り掛かる。
She set about preparing for the exam.
She set about preparing for the exam.
彼女は試験の準備に取り掛かった。
He set about fixing the car.
He set about fixing the car.
彼は車の修理に取り掛かった。
They set about cleaning the house.
They set about cleaning the house.
彼らは家の掃除に取り掛かった。
Set about.
Set about.
Set off.
Set off.
を引き起こす。
The alarm set off a loud noise.
The alarm set off a loud noise.
アラームが大きな音を立てた。
He set off the fireworks.
He set off the fireworks.
彼は花火を打ち上げた。
They set off on their journey early in the morning.
They set off on their journey early in the morning.
彼らは早朝に旅に出発した。
Set off.
Set off.
Stand out.
Stand out.
目立つ。
She stands out in a crowd.
She stands out in a crowd.
彼女は群衆の中で目立つ。
His bright tie makes him stand out.
His bright tie makes him stand out.
彼の明るいネクタイが彼を目立たせる。
They stand out for their exceptional skills.
They stand out for their exceptional skills.
彼らは卓越したスキルで目立つ。
Stand out.
Stand out.
Take in.
Take in.
を取り入れる。
She took in the beautiful scenery.
She took in the beautiful scenery.
彼女は美しい景色を取り入れた。
He took in the stray cat.
He took in the stray cat.
彼は野良猫を引き取った。
They took in a lot of information during the seminar.
They took in a lot of information during the seminar.
彼らはセミナー中に多くの情報を取り入れた。
Take in.
Take in.
Take notice of.
Take notice of.
に注意する。
She took notice of the changes in the schedule.
She took notice of the changes in the schedule.
彼女はスケジュールの変更に注意した。
He didn't take notice of the warning signs.
He didn't take notice of the warning signs.
彼は警告サインに注意を払わなかった。
They took notice of the new policy.
They took notice of the new policy.
彼らは新しい政策に注意を払った。
Take notice of.
Take notice of.
Think of.
Think of.
のことを考える。
She often thinks of her family.
She often thinks of her family.
彼女はよく家族のことを考える。
He couldn't think of a solution.
He couldn't think of a solution.
彼は解決策を考えつかなかった。
They think of their vacation plans every day.
They think of their vacation plans every day.
彼らは毎日休暇の計画を考えている。
Think of.
Think of.
Turn down.
Turn down.
を断る。
She turned down the job offer.
She turned down the job offer.
彼女はその仕事のオファーを断った。
He turned down the invitation.
He turned down the invitation.
彼はその招待を断った。
They turned down the proposal.
They turned down the proposal.
彼らはその提案を断った。
Turn down.
Turn down.
Use up.
Use up.
を使い果たす。
She used up all the flour.
She used up all the flour.
彼女は小麦粉を使い果たした。
He used up his vacation days.
He used up his vacation days.
彼は休暇日を使い果たした。
They used up the battery on the trip.
They used up the battery on the trip.
彼らは旅行中にバッテリーを使い果たした。
Use up.
Use up.
Work out.
Work out.
うまくいく。
Everything worked out in the end.
Everything worked out in the end.
結局すべてうまくいった。
He worked out the solution to the problem.
He worked out the solution to the problem.
彼はその問題の解決策を見つけ出した。
They worked out a plan for the project.
They worked out a plan for the project.
彼らはプロジェクトの計画を立てた。
Work out.
Work out.
According to.
According to.
によれば、
According to the weather forecast, it will rain.
According to the weather forecast, it will rain.
天気予報によれば、雨が降る。
According to the report, sales are up.
According to the report, sales are up.
報告書によれば、売上が増加している。
According to her, the meeting was a success.
According to her, the meeting was a success.
彼女によれば、会議は成功だった。
According to.
According to.
Ahead of.
Ahead of.
より先に、
She finished the project ahead of schedule.
She finished the project ahead of schedule.
彼女は予定より早くプロジェクトを終えた。
He was ahead of his classmates in math.
He was ahead of his classmates in math.
彼は数学でクラスメートより先に進んでいた。
They arrived ahead of time.
They arrived ahead of time.
彼らは時間より早く到着した。
Ahead of.
Ahead of.
Apart from.
Apart from.
以外に、
Apart from math, she likes all subjects.
Apart from math, she likes all subjects.
数学以外、彼女はすべての科目が好きだ。
He has no hobbies apart from reading.
He has no hobbies apart from reading.
読書以外に趣味はない。
They are busy apart from weekends.
They are busy apart from weekends.
週末以外は忙しい。
Apart from.
Apart from.
As if.
As if.
まるでのように、
He talks as if he knows everything.
He talks as if he knows everything.
彼はまるで何でも知っているかのように話す。
She acted as if nothing had happened.
She acted as if nothing had happened.
彼女はまるで何も起こらなかったかのように振る舞った。
They looked as if they had seen a ghost.
They looked as if they had seen a ghost.
彼らはまるで幽霊を見たかのようだった。
As if.
As if.
As long as.
As long as.
する限り、
You can stay as long as you like.
You can stay as long as you like.
好きなだけ滞在できます。
As long as you are happy, I am happy.
As long as you are happy, I am happy.
あなたが幸せである限り、私も幸せです。
As long as it doesn't rain, we will go hiking.
As long as it doesn't rain, we'll go hiking.
雨が降らない限り、ハイキングに行く予定です。
As long as.
As long as.
As soon as.
As soon as.
するとすぐに、
Call me as soon as you arrive.
Call me as soon as you arrive.
到着したらすぐに電話してください。
He left as soon as he finished his work.
He left as soon as he finished his work.
彼は仕事を終えたらすぐに出発した。
They will start the meeting as soon as everyone arrives.
They will start the meeting as soon as everyone arrives.
全員が到着したらすぐに会議を始めます。
As soon as.
As soon as.
Be about to.
Be about to.
しようとしている、
She is about to leave for work.
She is about to leave for work.
彼女は仕事に行こうとしている。
He was about to call you.
He was about to call you.
彼はあなたに電話しようとしていた。
They are about to start the presentation.
They are about to start the presentation.
彼らはプレゼンテーションを始めようとしている。
Be about to.
Be about to.
Be against.
Be against.
に反対している。
She is against the new policy.
She is against the new policy.
彼女は新しい政策に反対している。
He was against the idea from the beginning.
He was against the idea from the beginning.
彼は最初からそのアイデアに反対していた。
They are against any form of discrimination.
They are against any form of discrimination.
彼らはあらゆる形の差別に反対している。
Be against.
Be against.
Be familiar with.
Be familiar with.
をよく知っている。
She is familiar with the new software.
She is familiar with the new software.
彼女は新しいソフトウェアをよく知っている。
He is familiar with the local customs.
He is familiar with the local customs.
彼は地元の風習をよく知っている。
They are familiar with the company's procedures.
They are familiar with the company's procedures.
彼らは会社の手続きをよく知っている。
Be familiar with.
Be familiar with.
Be good at.
Be good at.
が得意である。
She is good at playing the piano.
She is good at playing the piano.
彼女はピアノを弾くのが得意だ。
He is good at solving puzzles.
He is good at solving puzzles.
彼はパズルを解くのが得意だ。
They are good at managing their time.
They are good at managing their time.
彼らは時間管理が得意だ。
Be good at.
Be good at.
Be known for.
Be known for.
で知られている。
She is known for her kindness.
She is known for her kindness.
彼女は親切で知られている。
He is known for his cooking skills.
He is known for his cooking skills.
彼は料理の腕前で知られている。
They are known for their innovative ideas.
They are known for their innovative ideas.
彼らは革新的なアイデアで知られている。
Be known for.
Be known for.
Be ready to.
Be ready to.
する準備ができている。
She is ready to start the meeting.
She is ready to start the meeting.
彼女は会議を始める準備ができている。
He was ready to leave the house.
He was ready to leave the house.
彼は家を出る準備ができていた。
They are ready to present their findings.
They are ready to present their findings.
彼らは発見を発表する準備ができている。
Be ready to.
Be ready to.